coming up in just a minute.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much at the halfway point, so we're gonna have a bar break. And also, before we talk about Jean Lafitte's, which is what we're about to do, anybody see the arches as we walked by Armstrong Park? It's a good spot to check out. I would definitely recommend going there. It's a very beautiful park. Check it out at some point while you're here during the day. So definitely check it out during the day. But it's a nice spot. Also, if you go all the way down St. Anne to the arches, the house where our voodoo queen Marie Laveau used to live is right down there at the end of that street. And they're still trying to find somebody else who wants to go in and move into the house now. So if anybody's feeling brave enough to do that, it could be you next. So that is still available. She used to do ceremonies in Armstrong Park, and she would usually have a pet snake with her name Zombie as well, after the spirit Le Grand Zombie, which is believed to be out there in the sky holding the fabric of reality together. And if you go on to Bourbon at some point later in the night, you'll probably see somebody holding a snake. They'll let you take a picture, pet it, all that stuff. That's all a reference to Marie Laveau's snake. So that's why they have them out there. And also at our bar break, which is about to happen, we're about to go into the oldest bar in Louisiana. Yep, the name of it is Jean Lafitte's Blacksmith Shop.
Yeah.
So that's where we're going for the break. It's going to be a 15-minute break. Anybody ever heard of Jean Lafitte?
Yes.
So he was a very infamous pirate. He sunk a lot of ships, had a whole fleet of pirates, took a lot of people out. Very notorious guy. Had some treasure that he buried farther south, like an hour south somewhere. Nobody really knows where it's at. Yeah. And if you did go down there looking, you would probably just find gators and water, because the sole of the boot of Louisiana is eroding into the Gulf of Mexico at this point. You probably would not find it. But Lafitte was a very tough guy. So he was active in around the year 1800. And around that time, the Louisiana state governor put a $500 bounty on his head, which was a lot for 1800. But Lafitte thought it was not enough. So he turned around, put a $1,000 bounty on the governor's head. Yep. And if any of the guys in his crew ever gave him any trouble, he would roast them alive in the forge at the blacksmith shop, which is still the fireplace they have in there today. So you might see some ghosts inside. It's always very cold, very haunted spot. But we're gonna gather up, clear a path for this group. All right, you got it? All right. All right, so if you were wanting to drink there, it's optional. If you don't want to, you can get a water. They have a bathroom there too. But if you want to drink, they have two main signature drinks. They have the Voodoo Daiquiri, which is a great flavored purple drink. Tastes kind of like a Jolly Rancher. It's a very cold slushy. And it's got Everclear in it, so it'll get you where you want to go. They also have the Hurricanes there that are made with fresh squeezed fruit juice instead of the concentrate that most of the Hurricanes in the quarter are made out of. And that one has Bacardi 151 in it, so that'll get you fucked up too. So, whatever you want in there. They've got a lot of other stuff to drink too, if that's not what you want. But Lafitte did help us out, actually. Even though he was a pirate, he helped us take over the city of New Orleans for the United States in the Battle of New Orleans, where he helped Andrew Jackson to win the War of 1812. So for that, Jackson gave him a pardon, which said that all of his piracy was going to be overlooked because he helped us so much, and they promoted him to the rank of privateer, which is still a pirate, but it's a pirate the government doesn't really care as a pirate anymore. And sometimes they'll even tell him who to rob next. So they're working together at that point. And we do love to drink in New Orleans. We stayed open for all of the Prohibition. And we were the easiest city in America to get a drink during the Prohibition. And they found that out because they sent agents around to time it in all the different cities. And in Chicago, they got their drink in only 2 hours, so they got third place. Because in Atlanta, Georgia, it only took them 1 hour. But then they got down to New Orleans, And within the first 5 minutes, they got into a cab, and the drunk driver of the cab passed him back a drink and told him to let the good times roll. So we love to drink here. More than welcome to do it. Now, if you don't want to drink, you can go on to Bourbon, take a right there around the corner from the bar, go to Nola Po' Boys. You do not have time to get a po' boy. They take a while, but you could get like candy, a snowball, whatever you want down there. But it's going to be a 15-minute break. If you're not 21, they'll still let you into the bar to get a water. You won't be able to drink, but you can use the bathroom, all that stuff. So we're going to just go around the corner here, and it's right down at the end of the next block.